the latest in the world of the National Football League. Rookies are starting to report. Training camp opening up later this week for a bunch of teams. We're going to get into all of it. We also got a couple of gamers who are playing for cash and prizes, playing EA Sports Madden NFL 26. Only a couple of more weeks. As we come to you on the platforms of FTL Sports, Next Level Sports, Destination, Unbeaten Sports Channel, and ESTV. ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, ISG Football, powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. All right, we come inside here, folks. I'm Larry Ridley, CFB Sports, ISG Football, ISG College Football, which will start next month, and also ISG Basketball. It's good to be here, guys. We talk the latest in the world of the National Football League. As I said, man, it is here. Football. Rookies literally reporting as we speak. A lot of the vets coming into focus and reporting the training camp later this week. And then over the weekend and early next week, everybody will be into camp. And it is game on for 32 teams to see who will play in Los Angeles, Super Bowl 61 at SoFi Stadium. And, of course, the big game on Super Sunday will this year, or coming up in 2027, will actually be on Valentine's Day, folks, if you can believe that, February 14th. But shout out to the good people here at Big Mike's and more. Big Mike's Italian Ice. Located here in Bayonne, New Jersey, where I trap at, man. Man, you're talking about all the treats, hot eats and cool treats. Man, they've got it all. I'm talking about Italian ice, hard ice cream as well. They got all the desserts, chips, everything that you need. And the hot dogs are fabulous, guys. I'm going to have a couple of those here as well. All the hard ice cream. Like I said, Italian ice. It is all here at Big Mike's Italian Ice, located in Bayonne, New Jersey, on Avenue C, and right around 53rd, 54th Street. This is a guy, if you've seen the T-shirts on ISG, the guy that also works at Mike's A+ T-shirts, they also do our T-shirts as well. So Big Mike's got a couple of nice plumbing and bumping businesses here in Bayonne. Big Mike's and more, Italian Ice here in beautiful Bayonne, New Jersey. All right, let me go ahead and bring in the co-host for the day. There is to the left of me. That is Dominique Daphne, former NFL tight end with the, let's see, we got 6 of them. We got Cardinals, we got Broncos, we got Packers, we got Panthers, we got Colts. I'm missing one. Help me out, Dom. I'm missing one.
Did you say Bucks?
I didn't say Bucks. Creamsicle. That's
There you
go. What's up with you? How you doing, brother? Are you in Nashville? Where you at?
Back in Nashville. Doing good. No, doing good, babe. Very glad to be back home. It's actually nice weather, so I'm actually happy about that as well. So
good to see you, brother. Oh, man. You ready to talk the latest in the world of the NFL?
yes, sir.
All right, to the right of me, piece up A down. She's in the A-town. Andrew Richmond, look, it's cooled off for us this week, Andrew. Like low 80s, mid 80s. Normal temperatures for us after being around 100 for the last couple of weeks. How's it there in Atlanta?
You know, as soon as I think that we're done with a little bit of rain, like it was a nice day, like Dom said, it was a nice day for us too. We have a tropical storm coming through, so we can never escape the rain, man. We are the Southeast Seattle, dude. We're not being alligator.
You guys are not Rain City, but we had some tornadic activity, tornado watches and warnings here in Jersey as well. So everybody stay safe out there. But let's talk the latest in the world of the NFL. You guys ready to go and have a little Madden on the side? You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
All right, let's take a look at the rundown here. We're brought to you by our good friends, powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Here, Big Mike's Italian Ice here in Bayonne, New Jersey. Dak says it is Super Bowl or bust for, how about them Cowboys? We're going to tell that. You hear from him as well. NFL coaches, execs, and scouts. We talked about the top 10 quarterbacks last week. Now they got the top 10 wide receivers. I'm sure we'll have some dissension there. We'll talk about that. I only have really one little small gripe with it. We'll talk about that. I'm the Kentucky coach. We got college football coming up. SEC Media Days going on in Tampa. The Kentucky coach sounded like a little young Kurt Signetti. Big Blue is going to win because of him. We got to get into all of that. And speaking of him, he is TB12 Tom Brady in talks with the WWE. Yes, you heard that right. In talks with the WWE. Tom Brady's had a heel turn. We'll talk about that. Saquon Barkley, serious news here. Home invasion, house and home burglarized there in Pennsylvania. We'll talk about that. The Titans also, great story here. Chris Johnson going into the Ring of Honor for the Tennessee Titans, my hometown, also where Dominique Daphne currently lives there in Nashville. All right, let's take a look at the rules. We got a couple games that are playing for cash and prizes. All Madden competitive games, style hit-to-hit current rosters, like to call those regs. All 32 NFL teams are available. 5 1/4 king of the format. You win, you stay on the sticks. How about the prizes? All about that shmoney. $50 guaranteed. The winner gets 40. Runner-up runs out this piece with $10 in cash. You win 4 straight weeks, and it does get progressively harder, folks. You can't win an NFL licensed zip chair. Go to zipchair.com, folks. They literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. They make more than gaming chairs. They got office furniture, gaming desks, sofas, stools, all your office supply needs. You can just freaking name it. They've got it all. Check them out online, zipchair.com. They make the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, MLS, also the NCAA teams, and any custom pieces you might want. Check them out online, zipchair.com. Also, when you win your first game, make sure you do get an official ISG shirt, t-shirt. The shop is always open 24 hours a day, guys. We've got t-shirts, hoodies, and long sleeve tees. Check it out there at theisgshow.com/shop. All right, how about the matchup here? We got a couple of games here playing for cash and prizes. No NFL games as of yet. Preseason we'll call it about 5-6 weeks. No, less than that. Yeah, actually about 3 weeks away, less than that. So we'll talk about that. No games, but they get to choose between the top topics that we're talking about and any of the subjects that we're talking about. Our King of the Hill is Bumpy Don playing with the Raiders, and our challenger is AJ the Beast playing with the Eagles. Let's learn a little bit more about these two young men. We'll start with the challenger. That is AJ the Beast. Hoorah! Alan Lowry, Riverside, California, 45 years of age. Shout out to him. United States Marine Corps veteran. We appreciate him and his service to this great country. Multiple ISG Madden playoff appearances for Alan Lowry. How about our King of the Hill, our champion, Bumpy Don, Donald Newsom from Portsmouth, VA, and near that Virginia Beach area in Norfolk and in that whole area there. 25 years of age, environmental design. He's our current King of the Hill, also ISG Madden 26 at Rivers, VA champion when we did the event with Michael Vick a few weeks ago. How about the standings here? We'll get these picks here brought to you by MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Molly Pop taking the world by sweet storm with that pink bag promise. Folks, you see that pink bag in your local grocery stores, you got to understand one thing. You're getting high quality produce. We're talking about 20 different varieties of grapes. Also, pressed juices online as well. Check them out online. MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Speaking of sweet, Andrew Richmond, a very sweet record. She's got me about, 5 and 7, 6 complete games there. Where's Dom? Oh, shoot, Dom, 75% now. He's 3-1. We'll see if he can get the 4-1. Let's bring everybody in. Quick predictions here. We'll start with the queen of the show, bottom of the screen. Who you got? The Raiders. Oh, you got EAGO. Yes, Eagles.
Well, listen, I feel like AJ has really proven himself in the last couple, let's say, months, right?
He has.
Come close. And I feel like this will be the closest that our challenger will feel the heat. But that being said, our challenger is on a roll right now. I mean, I cannot, he's on a roll right now, Don Dada. He's insane. Ever since we've seen him at the Virginia event, he's been killing it. So I'm going to go with my boy, Don.
All right, Dom, are you going with Don?
Yeah, no, I think I'm going to go with Don again. He's got me tied for 5th. Obviously, he had a little bit of a slow game last week. He said he had to get back used to controls. I know how that going. I'm starting to play NCAA 27 myself, so I understand how it is to knock the rust off a little bit, but I'm going to have to go with Don.
I'm going to take Don, too, as well, so we'll make it a clean sweep, man. But I'm telling you, Alan Lowry, man, a military guy, man, he ain't going down without a fight, man. He's going to swing. So we'll see if he can stay in this game. And he's going to be the home team playing with those EAGLES Eagles fly, Eagles fly. All right, we'll see if AJ the Beast can fly, and we'll see if Don can be an autumn wind like the Raiders. All right, let's go ahead and lock it up, guys. Don playing with the Vegas Raiders and AJ the Beast playing with those Eagles. For the best man win, we'll talk to the winner at the conclusion of the game. Let's lock it up. Let's do it right here on FTL Sports, Next Level Sports, and Destination on the Bean Sports Channel, and ESTV right now. Let's go. And that pregame show brought to our good friends at Golf Zone Social, 3 locations. Where Brooklyn at? You got BK, West Atkins, Scarsdale. It's a sports bar and an indoor golf lounge with 16 total bays. You got 1 huge VIP suite and 15 other bays. Guys, got those simulators and those suites. It is where golf literally meets social. The best indoor golf experience that you'll find. Indoor golf games meaning unparalleled social engagement. Folks, you can play a bunch of video games on there. It's also, you can play 240 courses. It is a true experience. And it's more than just an indoor golf lounge. It's a bar, sports bar, lounge, and a restaurant. All in one. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. Are we inside of Big Mike's, Italian Ice, and more here in Bayonne, New Jersey? All the Italian Ice, hard ice cream, hot dogs, burgers, everything that you want right here in Bayonne, New Jersey. I know I'm hungry. I've got 2 hot dogs, chili dogs waiting on me, and a big old milkshake as well. Got Dom Daphne, a former Iowa tight end, also NFL tight end, won a bunch of teams, Packers, Colts, just to name a couple of those. Andrew Richmond, she's a sports reporter in Atlanta. Below the screen there on the right-hand side, got a couple of games they're playing for cash and prizes. No NFL games this weekend. Picking from the topics that we're talking about, our King of the Hill in the middle of the screen. That is Don playing with the Raiders. He's got the ball over midfield now, bottom of the screen. That is AJ. He's playing with the Eagles. He's the home team. They're on defense there. And there's a nice throw on the sideline near the 10-yard line. Don on the move. All right, guys, speaking of on the move, we're going to get on the move here and talk to the ladies in the world of the NFL. The Cowboys, are they going to be on the move in 2027? We're not on the move. Last year, Struggleville for the Cowboys. How about Dak Prescott? A lot of Super Bowl talk for Dak Prescott. Super Bowl or bust is what we heard this week. Dak says it is definitely Super Bowl or bust for the Cowboys. They did a good job with the draft. Didn't have a great year last year, but they're feeling pretty good. He's in great shape, looking to improve on a record that was below 500 last season for those Cowboys. And I'm not even going to mention the last time they won a Super Bowl or even went to the NFC Championship game. It's been about 3 decades, folks. Let's go ahead and listen to Dak Prescott. He was talking at a charity event earlier this week, and he was asked about improvement and playing better this year in 2026. And he says, yes, the goal is the Super Bowl in Los Angeles coming up in February on Valentine's Day. Let's listen to number 4 from America's team. Take a listen.
Shoot, yeah, it's what's left for me. And that's always been my mindset. That's the one thing I truly love about the Cowboys organization and the fan base is it's that or nothing. And as I said, wherever that was on the live stream, is that's what being a competitor is. If that's not how you're wired, if that's not how you think, whether you're a fan, whether you're a player, whether you're a coach, then I think you're in the wrong business. And honestly, I don't want you on my team. So I love those expectations, and it'll always be that.
Are they more realistic this year?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Obviously, just each year you think that, but when you have last year's we did, the offense that we did, and you make the changes, and you've got a great defensive coordinator, and you got young guys, old guys, the great mix of vets with talent. Shoot, yeah, it's what's left for me.
All right, so that was Dak Prescott talking about, hey, man, it is Super Bowl or bust for the Cowboys. He said basically it's the last conquest for him. And he's right. Look, you want these guys to be confident and supremely confident. He's a quarterback making almost $60 million a year. 7-9-1 last year for the Cowboys. Missed the playoff. Last Super Bowl appearance, 1995 season, so January 1996. Last time they went to the conference championship game was also 1996. They have not gone past the divisional round in those last 31 years there. Dak Prescott, just 2 playoff wins in his career. He's been a really good quarterback. I think he's a top 10-ish type quarterback. And you look at it, top 7 offense last year. Defense is where they struggled. They did draft Caleb Downs from Alabama and Ohio State there. Top 7 in offense. Defense was last in points allowed. We'll see. They've got to improve there. Dom, you play in the NFL. You know what it takes, man, to be a winner and to play on a really capable and high-level team here. Cowboys, Super Bowl or bust. Are you okay with this talk here? I'm okay with it, the confidence, but at some point they got to prove it. They got to show it to us, Dom.
I mean, I feel like this is something we hear every year from Cowboy fans is, hey, Cowboys to the Super Bowl. This is kind of like football season is around the corner. When you start hearing Cowboy fans say, hey, we're going to the Super Bowl this year.
This year's our year.
You know what I mean? It kind of reminds me like whenever I used to go to Jacksonville and it would start raining, I would know that my dad is on the way home from work every day at 3 o'clock. So it's like when you hear Cowboy fans start talking about, oh, we're going to the Super Bowl, it's like, football season must be around the corner if that's what they're talking about. And like you said, obviously you want to hear that from your starting quarterback. But at some point we got to see it. I mean, you said last time was January 1996.
Yeah,
I wasn't alive. So
yeah. That was like
Super
Bowl 30, if I'm not mistaken. The Super Bowl 30, something like that. Yeah, they beat Pittsburgh, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Born in 90. I was born in 97. So I got to see it. I've never seen it.
Well, you played with Arizona. I think they won that Super Bowl out in Arizona. They beat Pittsburgh, if I'm not mistaken. It was the 95 season. So they won 3 out of 4 there. So I believe that was Super Bowl 30. Andrew, your thoughts here. Talking season, as Dom said, apropos for sure there. We talk about the SEC Media Days. We're going to get into some of that here in a minute. Look, I'm okay with this. Dak's not wrong. I mean, what do you want him to say? Wake up and say, we suck, we're not going to win?
Oh, of course not.
You're talking about winning a championship. That's almost damn near a guarantee, right?
I mean, you have to have confidence. A lot of times when it comes to Cowboys fans, we're used to irrational confidence. So why can't the quarterback at the helm of that organization also have some irrational confidence too, right? I will say at least the Cowboys have bought heavily in free agency, right? They really doubled down on making sure that they had a lot more defensive pieces. So hopefully make sure that they can look at least somewhat decent, right? A big portion of Cowboys years have been Dak Prescott hooping and then everybody else pooping on themselves because they have not been able to get up to great levels. But it's not only just a regular season when it comes to Dak Prescott and crew. It's also the playoffs. When are they going to win a playoff game? All right. We're talking about Super Bowls.
They won a couple in the last 10, 15 years. They won a couple.
Okay. A couple. A couple. Okay, yeah. Do you think that Cowboys fans go to sleep at night thinking, "Oh, we won a couple of playoff games. That's okay." Maybe for a Jets fan like me, not for Cowboys fans. They're America's team for a reason. You want them to actually, do something. And a lot of times we're all inundated with watching them because they're always scheduled for some national TV game. The least they can do is be good, but at least a mentality is the first step towards hopefully being decent in the playoffs. We'll worry about Super Bowl later, okay?
All right. Well, Dom, let me get your thoughts here. We've been talking about the Cowboys for months and years here on this
Yes.
show. Winning the Super Bowl is his last conquest that's left. Super Bowl or bust. Where will the Cowboys end up at the end of the 2026 season? Are they even a playoff team?
I think they're a playoff team,
I agree.
especially in that conference. I mean, when you all you have to do is win your conference or be high in your division. I mean, I think they'll definitely be a playoff team. Now, how will they be in the playoffs will be the biggest thing. I have a friend who is a big diehard Cowboys fan, and he kind of reminded me that every time they go to the playoffs, it's like heartbreak. They get there, and you're kind of waiting for the ball to drop, the other shoe to drop. Of what are we going to mess this up? And I remember vividly the blunder that Dak Prescott had when they were playing the 49ers, and he could have slid 3 seconds earlier, and they could have, done anything but lose that game. But he just it always seems to be just they get in the way of themselves, and I think that's a lot of what their issues were last year, especially on the defensive end, is they just weren't playing well, and a lot of times they were shooting themselves in the foot. So it's like, yes, I think they'll have. And I think they will always have like a level of caliber to play in the playoffs. It's just when you get there, what are you going to do? What are you going to do to win games? What are you going to do to not lose your season versus win the season?
I've got them 10-7. I don't think they're going to win a division. I think they'll get into the playoffs. But, man, you're looking at, what, a 6th or a 7th seed at that point. All right, good luck with that, winning 3 straight games on the road, and then trying to win a Super Bowl, a 4th game pretty much on the road as well, a neutral site game. Andrew, where you got them at this year? In about 30 seconds, we got to roll.
Yeah, through Dak, you can probably get about 9, 10 games, but like Dominique referred to, we'll have those weird Kellen Moore plays where there's 3 guys on the field and you don't know what's happening. You have to make sure you perform in the highest leverage moments. I think they're always good for the playoffs. Barring last year, it's what they do after that that's the biggest concern. But through Dak, all things, or at least most things, are possible in the regular season. We'll worry about the rest when it gets there.
Something must be in the water down there, and at the Star in Frisco, and also out in Oxnard, where they will train here this coming weekend. Even Schottenheimer's talking about it. Oh, Shotzi, Brian Schottenheimer, the coach. He's like, yeah, Super Bowl. I'm like, dude, what are y'all talking? Win a game. Win more games than you lose first. That's like baby steps. But I'm okay with the conference. Go ahead, real quick.
Yeah, we also forget about the Commanders. The Commanders are coming back, and you know that they're hopefully going to be good if they're healthy. So,
And we can expect more from the Giants if, the quarterback can stay, in bounds or get out of bounds. And they're,
or if they're running back
can stop doing backflips.
Stays on his feet.
Stays on his feet. We'll talk about those guys too coming up. So Dom and I are kind of on the same page. I had it like 10-7, but we'll see. I think they'll get in the playoffs, but it's going to be hard, coming from that 6th or 7th position in the wild card. Once again, Cowboys last year 7-9-1 did not make the playoffs. Worst defense in football last year when it comes to points allowed. Last Super Bowl appearance 1996. I was a sophomore in college. Actually, I was a redshirt sophomore in college. So it was like my 3rd year in college playing at Middle Tennessee. All right, we'll keep an eye on the Cowboys. Keep an eye on this Madden game, 14-7. Don just scored, took the lead here. Our King of the Hill, late stages of the first quarter. Middle of the screen, bottom of the screen is AJ the Beast playing with the Eagles. He's got the ball here, just received the kickoff. That first quarter brought to you by good friends at Il Aguila Dorado Restaurant, authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. We were there last week as well. Great food, great atmosphere, great affordable drinks. The libations folks are happy hour. The libations are flowing Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Eastern time. Mariachi shows every other Tuesday. If you've been watching the show, you've seen that here with the sombreros and everything and the costumes. DJs on the weekends, Latin nights on the weekends too. And they also have a beautiful patio, man. The weather has been fabulous, but pretty damn hot, to be honest with you, here in the tri-state area. The Golden Eagles landed right there in Bayonne, New Jersey. AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. We're ISG football. We're back after a quick timeout. Yep. We're back here on ISG Football, powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. The only show, folks, the intersection of sports and gaming. The only show combining real sports and gaming at the exact same time. Talking ladies in the world, the NFL. Also got a couple games they're playing for cash and prizes. Bottom left-hand corner of the screen, that is Don, our champion, playing with the Vegas Raiders. He's on defense, has a 14-7 lead over the challenger. That is AJ the Beast playing with the Eagles. He's got the ball down by 7 here as they get started here near the second quarter. Top of the screen there on the left-hand side is Dominique Daphne, former NFL tight end, played a bunch of teams, Broncos, Cardinals, Packers, Colts, you name it. Andrew Richmond, I can't do all 6. Andrew Richmond, she's a sports reporter
And the rest.
in Atlanta. I know that's a lot of teams. Hey, man, I wish he was still playing, man. It could get 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 teams. For my guy, Dom. All right, guys, let's, speaking of a couple of your teams, Dom represented here. The NFL coaches, we saw that the execs, the coaches, and the scouts have the top 10 quarterbacks. Now they've released the top 10 wide receivers. I believe this was done by ESPN. Once again, ESPN with their NFL coaches, execs, scouts, top 10 wide receivers, 1 through 5, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Puka Nacua, Amon, Ross St. Brown, 6 through 10. And CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Nico Collins, A.J. Brown, Devontae Adams. So a couple of teammates there with Lamb and Pickens, and then Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. Got any problems with this top 10 here? I'll start with you first, Andrew Richmond. I would probably remove Nico Collins, bump up A.J. Brown, and add in Drake London. I think Drake's a top 10 receiver in the NFL. That's what I would do.
Drake London is interesting. You know, I'm biased. So Garrett Wilson, I would love to see what he would do with a competent quarterback as well. Maybe he could be up there as well. You know, maybe even like, T. Higgins. I know he's a wide receiver too, but it's because of Jamar Chase. I think I'm actually surprised about the fact that Jamar Chase was number 1, especially coming off the year that Jackson Smith and Jigba had. I feel like he had a lot of argument to be number 1. Some executives did choose to have him as number 1. For me, though, it's always the devil in the details. I don't understand how you are a scout, an executive, if you are a coach, and you do not have Puka Nacua in your top 10. He was unranked in somebody's repertoire. I don't know how you do that. That's fugazi to me. But Nico Collins definitely is.
They were probably afraid they were going to get bitten.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
Too many nights in LA,
I
man.
love Puka Nacua. Did you see that? Did you see the bite mark on that girl?
No,
It came
and
out
it was
this week.
Through skin.
Dude.
He has some issues. And I hope he gets the help that he needs.
He was in rehab. We're gonna keep it on the field.
He's working on himself, so hopefully he can get back to it. But maybe he's a little bit too feisty for some people. But I still think top 10 in my opinion. I like the respect on Devontae Adams too. I was afraid just because he's had a couple here or there years. I was hoping that he was still there, and then boom, he's good. All right, so I love to see Devontae up there as well. So
who you got number 1, Jamar or Justin? I think it's JJ, but
I think
you got to give it to Jamar because he's got a quarterback. Crosby's not a quarterback for the Vikings, but we'll see.
You have to give it to anybody though, based off last year. I think it would be JSN though. If you had to give it to someone based off last year,
I can rock with that.
I would go JJ. Honestly, it's my number 1.
Okay, me too. Dom, who's your number 1, and anybody that you think should have been in there, and who should be taken off?
I weirdly enough, I kind of agree with this list, and I was searching high and low, and I was assuming that they would be wrong or somebody would be slided, but I honestly have no notes when I look at this list. You see a bunch of all Pro Bowl caliber receivers, you see a bunch of number 1s. And I think the only thing that I could see when we're talking about it is I agree that I would maybe slide down Nico Collins, push them up, but I would put in DK Metcalf. And I just think he is an insane, the way he like his route running ability at that size, at that frame, at that speed it's unguardable. So I mean, I think that's the only way.
Maybe
that
DK
I would go
from 2 years
different.
ago, that last year in Seattle, but last year with Pittsburgh, it was.
Well, that whole team
that's
last year
Aaron Rodgers.
needed a Band-Aid.
Right.
So, I mean, that's one thing. That's the thing. We can't just throw away who DK Metcalf is off of 1 year of an up-and-down team. If he just wasn't balling, that'd be one thing. Obviously, there was the whole issue with him punching somebody in the stands. should he have been doing that or not? You know, that is what it is.
That's why I said
That
to Caleb,
got
I
deserved
wanted
it.
you
I'm
to
gonna
kind
be
of throw a
honest.
punch at me.
Oh, yeah. But
That guy deserved it.
I think DK Metcalf is easily a top 10 receiver, but I'm not arguing with this list based off last year. I would say this is pretty accurate, and they actually did a pretty good job with forming this list.
Yeah. Okay, so you thought you liked the Drake London. What about some other guys out there? I mean, you got. I thought Chris Olave. They had him not in like the next 5 or 6, which would have been the top 15 or 16. They had him in like honorable mention. I'm like, Chris Olave is a bad dude. He just plays for the Saints.
Yeah,
That's it.
there are a lot of people like Garrett Wilson, DK, even
Olave
last
better
year.
than Garrett Wilson.
Talk about Olave too, but a lot of these guys are really good. Even Drake London to a certain degree. Like they could have way better quarterback play, and they could show their talents just that more. Like there's some people who definitely skate away from this, unfortunately, because of this.
Right. I think somebody who could have snuck in there would be like a Cortland Sutton type of guy. The way he plays. I've gotten to see it up close and personal. He's a dog. He's different. He's different.
That's a good point.
Again, I got to see it at practice and constantly. He's really like that. When you really see it up close and personal, you watch film on him. He's a true number one, and you wouldn't expect it, but he's 6'5" and can run routes. Usually when you get a bigger frame, their route ability kind of shrinks a little bit, which is why I brought up DK Metcalf, because even though he's like a true 6'5", he can run any route. And Cortland, he's the same way. He's a 6'5". Yes, he's big body. Put the ball up, let him go get it. But if you ask him to run a route, he runs smooth routes. He's got really good hands. He's one of the receivers who thinks he could hoop. So they all catch the ball well, and But he's one of the guys too. I think he definitely could have snuck on this list.
Yeah.
Scary Terry's also another person who
McLaurin. He just was hurt the year before, and
no. So that's another player who I'm just and they brought up Jameson Williams too.
Yep.
Yeah, but I really feel like it's Scary Terry is definitely somebody who could be on this list if it were for quarterback being healthy. Quarterback play has a lot to do with this.
It does,
unfortunately.
And that's why we're going to see Justin Jefferson play to the level of a number 1 or number 2 guy in the league.
I can't wait.
When you've got Kyler and or JJ McCarthy. We were going to talk about it this week about about our guy, the coach of the Vikings. What's his name?
9.
He was in New England when I was there. Kevin O'Connell. Yes, KOC, Kevin O'Connell. Yes. He was Brady's backup when I was there. When he got drafted, 2008 when I was there, if I'm not mistaken, with New England. So he talked about this open competition. He believes in that. So, we all believe in it too, but you cannot start JJ McCarthy. That's all, unless he goes out there and balls out. So we'll keep an eye on that. But once again, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, JSN, Puka Nacua, Amon-Ra St. Brown, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Nico Collins, AJ Brown, and Devontae Adams, rounding out the top 10 of the ESPN NFL coaches, execs, and scouts with their top 10 wide receivers. Keep an eye on this Madden game. Starting to become a little bit of a blowout here. We'll see. It's getting wobbly here. We'll see. He's got a score here down by about 3 scores here, 29-7. He's down by 22 points. Bottom right-hand corner of the screen, bottom left-hand corner of the screen. That is Don, our king of the hill, our champion, played with the Raiders. They're on defense here. We'll take a break. That second quarter brought to you by good friends at Tottville Bagels. 3 locations, one in Staten Island, one also here in Bayonne, and one also in Avenel, New Jersey. Tottville Bagels, a bagel born from tradition. Hand-rolled bagels, each one is crafted using time-honored techniques and also those signature ingredients that they use. Popular bagel stores in Staten Island and all over the tri-state here in the Garden State here in New Jersey. And folks, they're not only known for their fresh hand-rolled bagels, but they also have a wide variety of breakfast and lunch sandwiches as well. Burgers, chopped cheese, cheesesteaks, deli sandwiches, pancakes, waffles, French toast. Love the French toast, man. Beautiful bagels. I like the cinnamon raisin, the French toast bagel there, blueberry bagel as well. Just a lot going on there. Fresh bagels made daily on location. You can check them out online, TottenvilleBagels.com. Once again, 3 locations, 6959 Amboy Road in Staten Island, 353 Broadway in Bayonne, New Jersey, and 495 Avenel Street in Avenel, New Jersey. More ISG football. We're back after a quick timeout. All right, we'll do a little college football here, man. Back here on ISG Football, we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. The only show, folks, the intersection of sports and gaming. The only show combining real sports and gaming at the exact same time. Talking latest in the world, the NFL training camps for rookies. They're starting to report. Veterans reporting this weekend for a bunch of teams. We'll keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on this Madden game. Bottom left hand corner of the screen, that is Don playing with the Raiders. He has a 22-point lead here, late stage of the second quarter. Our challenger, AJ DeBeach, playing with the Eagles, trying to get a score here and make this thing a two-score game here before halftime. A little screen there on the left. Dominique Daphne, former Iowa tight end in college, also played in the NFL, a bunch of teams, Packers, Broncos, amongst others. Andrew Richmond, she's a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, guys, back to the NFL topics here. Let's actually kick it back to college. Let's go back to college here and talk about SEC Media Days going on in Atlanta. And how about the Kentucky coach? He stole the show, man. Will Stein saying that they're going to win big. Why, Will? Will Stein said, because of me. That's why we're going to win big. Kentucky coach says they're going to win big because me, damn it. I'm going to get this done. SEC Media Days in Tampa. This was on Monday. Once again, 16 teams in the SEC. I believe 5 of them went like on Monday. And he was one of those schools that talked. Former Oregon OC. Got some roots there in Kentucky. I think family is from there. He is bullish on the Cats. He's done a great job in recruiting and also in the transfer portal. Listen to the head coach of Kentucky, former Oregon OC, Will Stein, being asked, how he's going to win big in Lexington. And he said, this guy right here, take a listen.
This is going to sound like really, I think because of me, to be honest. I think because of me. I think I know what it takes. I've seen it at the highest levels. I know what it takes to recruit at this level. And you just got to believe, man. You just got to put the ball down and play. There's not really else to be said. Is it going to happen overnight? I don't know. I'm here because this is going to sound like really.
So that was Will Stein right there, the head coach of the Kentucky Wildcats, man, on SEC Media Days down in Tampa. He was asked how they're going to win big. He said, because of me, to be honest, because of me. Not once, twice. He said, because of me. Oregon OC, he knows what it takes to build and sustain a program there. I think he spent the last 3 years as OC out in Oregon. He's added in the transfer portal as well. Got the QB from Notre Dame as well. What is his name? Kenny Minchie as well. But the problem is, bro, I won 4 games last year. Great facilities there in Lexington. I graduated high school from Lexington, Kentucky. Know all about the University of Kentucky. My mom got her PhD from there. So I root for them, especially in basketball. But, bro, it's that schedule, man. Y'all got Texas A&M. You got Tennessee. You got LSU. You got a bunch of damn teams on that schedule. It's like, bro, I can just point out 7 losses right now that you ain't got a shot at winning. But, hey, he's bringing the new energy, and the players love it. Dom, your thoughts here on because of me. Damn it, that's why we're going to win.
I think you said it best early. I think he saw what Coach Signetti did, and he was like, "Shoot, I gotta do the Walmart version."
And we can't dismiss it, right, Dom?
And try to get it. I mean, I hear you.
They won the national title last year.
I hear you. I mean, obviously, the confidence is going to trickle down from the top and down to the rest of the team, but it's like y'all are projected to win less than 5 games this year. So, I mean, I understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to fire up his team, and he wants to let these guys know, like, bro, we're coming to win right now. We're not building, trying to in 3 years we'll be good. Like, nah, like it's if Indiana can win a college football championship, shoot, so can University of Kentucky, so can the Wildcats. We're not just a basketball school.
They're border states. You're right.
I hear you. So I think that's really what his biggest thing is he's coming in taking big swings, like you said, top 10 recruiting class. Also coming in saying, hey, I'm not Google me, Chuck. I can win. I know what it takes. So I think a lot of this is just about putting that confidence, that energy into his team. Like, this is not the Kentucky of old where this is, Friday night before the game, y'all are going out having a couple beers. Like, nah, you gotta be ready for us too.
Damn, Andrea. This was wild. When I saw that quote, I'm like, this is great. I mean, this is good. Now, Will, you put a little bullseye on you guys' back. You're not going to sneak up on anybody, hardly. They're going to win because of him. Man, the first thing I thought was like Kirk Signetti. That's why I'm like, I can't dismiss it. I can laugh, but we've seen it. We saw a basketball school that really has done nothing in football ever, and look at them the last 2 years.
If the Lulu can be the Salulu for Indiana, why not Kentucky too? Okay, really, it's their only hope, I suppose. Unfortunately for them, I think winning in the Big Ten, and I know the Big Ten does have Oregon and some heavy hitters as well.
That's all
But
they got.
I
It's
think
top heavy. They got like 3 teams. That's it.
that's what I'm saying. It's the SEC, man. The SEC has a tradition indebted into football. There are several teams, even the worst team still has some ballers and people who can actually make things shake and probably win you a game. Versus Kentucky, he's going to have to build it from the ground up. At least what helps is that he was a mastermind behind Dan Lanning's system, and their offense was some of the best. I mean, look at the quarterbacks they produced in the last couple of years, right? Turning Bo Nix into an NFL caliber player, Dylan Gabriel turning him into an NFL caliber player, and then
Justin Herbert.
hopefully, yeah, and Justin Herbert as well. So hopefully they can
Before
try
that,
to.
like Joey Harrington and those guys as well.
Hey,
Achilles Smith,
Super
a bunch of guys.
Mariota, man,
Yeah,
Oregon
yeah,
got a great
yeah.
history, right?
Marcus
But
Mariota, yeah.
he's been behind this. So Will Stein's been behind an offense that's really fantastic and a system that's really good. So hopefully he can make good recruiting pushes for the future years. But in this year, get ready because that belt, ooh, it's coming to you. It's coming to you. Good luck.
Dom, we're going to win because of me, to be honest, because of me. That's why we're going to win big. Put a record on the Kentucky. I've got them 5-7, man.
You took it right out of my. I was gonna say I think they'll go over the 4.5 or the 4.6.
Yeah,
I think they'll find a way to win one of those tough games that you mentioned. I think they'll find a way to win, maybe against like Tennessee, and come out with either 5, maybe 6 wins. But I think they're right now. You got to shoot for that bowl game. I think that's
Yes.
the ceiling is find a way to get to a bowl game,
man,
and
he was
that way
talking
you can
about
have a successful
championships,
season.
Dom. He was
Yeah.
talking about championships.
I hear you.
Okay.
We got to be realistic, though.
Championship of the Xbox Bowl,
I
okay?
hear you.
Championship of the Tax Bowl, okay? These are the
Pop-Tart.
things you have to do before we get to.
Go out there and get you a free case of Pop-Tarts. You know,
Yes.
There you go. Yeah,
go have a good time.
Orange juice in the bowl, you know, all that stuff, man.
Or back when I was playing, they had like the Blue Bonnet Bowl and stuff like that. Or if you bad as Kentucky been the last couple of years, hell, it's called the Toilet Bowl. That's where they probably belonged last year, being 4-8. We'll keep an eye on Will Stein, man. We appreciate it. Hey, Will Stein, keep doing your thing, man. If you're gonna have quotes like that every week, you're going to be on this show, man, because that was some pretty good content right there. We're going to win big because of me, damn it, to be honest with you, because of me. So we'll keep an eye on Kentucky and the SEC Media Days going on this week. Keep an eye on this Madden game. And our guy just scored again. Our King of the Hill, bottom left corner screen. Speaking of Tennessee, I believe that was Dante Thornton used to play at Tennessee. Vegas Raiders, bottom of the screen on the left-hand side. That is Don, our King of the Hill. He's up by 3 scores here. We'll take a break. That third quarter, brought to you by good friends at Fine Curate. We'll be there on Thursday, man. Great sneaker store and also quality clothing as well. Streetwear is there. 920 Broadway Avenue in Bayonne, New Jersey. So uptown, right around Broadway and like 44th Street. They're open 5 days a week, Wednesday through Sunday, Wednesday through Saturday, noon to 8 p.m. Eastern, Sundays, noon to 6 p.m. Eastern. Buy, sell, trade, and folks, they're always buying. Check them out on Whatnot as well. Available in store and online now at Fine Curate. They don't only curate your outfits, but they also show you how your outfits would look, folks. Look at all those selections of sneakers. He's got thousands of sneakers. He just got back from Portland. My guy, Ant-Man, there. Also the streetwear as well. Hundreds of pieces of clothing articles as well. Large selections of sneakers, Jordans, Nikes, Adidas, New Balance, Pumas, you name it. They got all those options for you. And check out my man, Ant-Man, the owner there, Anthony there. Will be there for ISG basketball on Thursday. Check them out online. 920 Broadway Avenue. That's where they're located in Bayonne, New Jersey. Open 5 days a week, Wednesday through Saturday, 12 to 8 p.m. Eastern. And on Sundays, 12 to 6 p.m. Eastern. We're ISG football. We're back after a quick timeout. So we got Yep. Yep. Here, ISG football. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. I'm Ridley, CBS Sports. Folks, we're the only show combining real sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're here at Big Mike's Italian Ice and More, home of the Italian Ice, hard ice cream as well. Got burgers, hot dogs, you name it. Everything here in Bayonne, New Jersey, off of Avenue C. Big Mike's Italian Ice. Got Dominic Daphne, former Iowa tight end, also played in the NFL on a bunch of teams. Let's see if I can do it. I'm going to do it now. We got Broncos, Cardinals, Colts, Panthers, Bucks, Packers. Ding, 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 ding. Let's go. Andrew Richmond. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. Got a couple of games they're playing. Madden 26 for cash and prizes. The middle of the screen, that is Don playing with the Vegas Raiders. He's got a little lead here. They stay to the third quarter. Looks like he's going to win this game unless there's a miracle here by our challenger. AJ the Beast playing with the Eagles. He's on offense near midfield, down by 3 scores there. Make it 4 scores. We'll call it 3 because 8 and 3 is 24. You can get 2-point conversions. So we'll call it 3-score game. All right, back to the NFL topics, guys. There's reports Tom Brady. We've been talking about Tom Brady a lot here. We talked about last week. Was he the conflict of interest helping the Seahawks beat the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 60 out there in Santa Clara in the San Francisco area? Tom Brady's in talks with the WWE, folks. You just heard that right. Tom Brady, the reports that Tom Brady is in talks with the WWE. He was at Fanatics Fest. You just saw it there. Got a little slap in on Logan Paul. And they also, afterwards, I guess at the World Cup on Sunday, I guess they were flipping each other off. So he's turning heel here, being the bad guy. Dom, is this tarnishing Tom Brady's legacy? You keep hearing that, especially in New England and all over national media now. Like, what is he doing? And I'm like, it's a fair question. Like, Tom, do you have to go down this road, man? Like, is this what we're doing? Like, you're Tom Brady in our, Armani suits, Hugo Boss suits, the owner of the Raiders, 10, Super Bowl appearances, 7 Super Bowl wins, supermodels. Like, well, what are we doing here?
I mean, he's kind of like that one crazy uncle that just can't let the kids play by themselves. Like, he's got to get involved somehow, some way. He can't just let the kids play. He's honestly becoming the new Shaq because I feel like we see him everywhere. He's got workout gear, he's got coconut water, NFL broadcasts, flag football tournaments, WWE, golf content. It's like, my guy, sit down at least a little bit.
Yeah,
we see you everywhere, but I don't know. I feel like this is just where everyone takes their career. You kind of, once you get, you do your thing and your plan A. Plan B is to just see what hat fits, whether it's golf stuff, whether it's WWE, I guess, whether it's selling insurance from a cartoon, private, whatever it is. Like, you try to find a way to
commercials, yes.
You know what I'm saying? You try to find a way to see what plan B is, and along the path, you might try a couple things. And I guess slapping Logan Paul is just the way he's trying to figure out what's next for him.
I guess $40 million and being the lead analyst on Fox is not enough for him, right?
Not enough.
Not enough.
More. It's like Kobe said, more. What are you going to do about it, Kobe Bryant? More, all right? You need to do more. So I am so disappointed that slap was not real. I am so disappointed that slap was not real. I cannot stand the Paul brothers at all. But at least we can, have a little bit of solace that of all the things he's tried post-career, it's not him getting in a boxing ring, right? Wrestling ring, different, but a slight upgrade from a boxing ring. We've seen too many humiliation rituals, whether it be Nate Robinson or also Ray J or so many other people get rocked.
Ochocinco.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, that was bad. We love Ocho, but that was bad.
Yeah, that was bad. So I'm glad that he's not doing this. A lot of people want to do WWE at least eventually. You grow up in it. Being a wrestler seems fun, and we've had definitely different series and different eras where like wrestling has become a thing and we're in a new renaissance, right? Cat was there doing
He
his
was right
thing
in
in
the
the
middle
ring
of
as
it.
well. But I just it's the promo beforehand that I don't like. If he just showed up in the ring, hey, everybody else is doing it. But why did you slap him and made me think it was real only for it to turn into a promotion? I can Tom Brady,
That's
I already didn't
WWE.
trust him, man.
That's it. That's
That's
exactly what it is.
WWE too.
Uh-huh.
I mean, to
WWE.
the core, try to make it look like it's a feud. I
Right,
just thank God it was Tom Brady slapping him and not the other way around,
Right,
because I
right,
feel
right.
like people would have been at Logan Paul's house like, you don't touch the GOAT.
Yeah, you don't touch the goat.
Don't do that.
Honestly, I would have preferred that. Honestly, he needs to give him heat, give him smoke.
I guess what Tom Brady was saying was he just wants to get in the ring once. I don't think he wants to make this like a, definitely not a full-time career, even just sort of part-time. He just wants to do it once. And I guess can't blame him. Look, if I had an opportunity to wrestle once, probably do it too. You know what I'm saying? What guy our age wouldn't want to wrestle? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we grew up on. I mean, it's the ultimate male soap opera. I'd like to do it once. I would.
Oh,
I mean,
Me, or is he mimicking? Is it me, or is he kind of mimicking Pat McAfee?
McAfee?
yes.
Like,
Could be.
when you really think about it, like the trajectory that he's been going on is
Right.
literally identical to Pat McAfee right now.
Where's his podcast? Where's his
know.
podcast with a car wash, a deck of people that is like, hey, you're in, and then you're in, and I'm going to talk to you and you. It's coming
Hey,
soon.
everybody
It's-
needs a podcast. You
Don't
see what
speak too
ESPN
soon.
did. I was about to
It'll
say,
be here before you know it.
ESPN laying off a whole bunch of people. Everybody is. So, yep, we'll keep an eye on Brady.
Real.
But yeah, we'll see about a wrestling match and which I guess event that he'll wrestle in with the WWE. But there are reports that Tom Brady is in talks with the World Wrestling Entertainment. Keep an eye on this Madden game. I got a 30-point lead here. Bottom left on the screen. That's our guy Don playing with the Raiders. He has the lead. That fourth quarter about to be over. About 3 minutes to go here. We'll take a quick break and come up and finish these last couple of topics. Brought to you by our good friends at 902 Brewing Company, 101 Pacific Avenue in Jersey City. Got the a craft brewery there in Jersey City producing those ales and lagers. About 20 different varieties of ales and lagers, folks. Handcrafted beers are the best atmosphere. Curated good times made right there in Jersey City. They got the spacious tap room. They host a variety of events, and they got the beautiful rooftop, folks. You can really enjoy your brews there and your ales and lagers there. Overlooking the Hudson River, also Lower Manhattan and the World Trade Center. Check them out online, 902brewing.com. More ISG football. We're back. Last break here after a quick timeout. Welcome back to ISG Football. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show, folks, combine real sports and gaming at the exact same time. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports Man. ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming. We're talking latest in the world of the NFL. Training camps for rookies are already underway. They've reported, the vets reporting later this weekend. So all 32 NFL teams will be in training camp by the end of this weekend and early next week. Talking latest in the world of the NFL, got Dom Daphne, top left corner screen, a former tight end in the NFL with a bunch of teams, Broncos, Cardinals, Packers, to name a few there. Andrew Richmond, she's a sports reporter, top right in the corner screen in Atlanta. Bottom left corner screen, that is Don playing with the Raiders. He's going to win this game. He's up by 30 with a minute and a half to play. But the Raiders are challenger. AJ the Beast playing with the Eagles, trying to get that score a little closer. All right, guys, back to the NFL topic as we come here from Big Mike's Italian Ice in Bayonne, New Jersey. Italian Ice, hard ice cream, hot dogs, burgers, they got it all right here in Bayonne, New Jersey. Saquon Barkley, folks. I don't know if you guys saw this. Saquon Barkley, a home was burglarized. So Saquon Barkley is home, a home invasion last weekend, I believe it was last Saturday, right around 5 a.m. or more specifically around 5:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. One guy reportedly was able to get into, or suspect, I don't know if a guy or girl, suspect was able to get into the house. They're looking for two suspects, and they're looking for also a white SUV. Now, this home was burglarized, and the invasion happened in Chester County in Pennsylvania. He's got a nice crib there in the Pennsylvania area. We remember those Chilean guys that were arrested last year, or earlier this year, or late last year, breaking in other homes with NFL players like Joe Burrow, Travis Kelce, and also with that, and also Pat Mahomes as well, just to name a few. Your thoughts here, Daphne? I'm glad that he's safe, man. That's gotta be scary to have your family there during such a a rough time like this, man. Having your home invaded.
Absolutely, and I mean that's one of the things that they would always talk about when we were like rookies is, people know where you not only know where you live, but they know your schedule. So they would warn us to, make sure our houses are really locked up when we're on away games because people know we're not home. So, it's the best time to go into somebody's house when they know you're not going to be there. And I remember there was like a mandatory rookie meeting, and it was crazy because the host, she was coming up and she was telling everybody their address, their childhood address, and we're all like, how do you know this? And it's like, because it would be from old videos where maybe you actually put a license plate, or an old video where your house was in the front, or an old picture on Twitter when you got a offer from somewhere, and it's like you never know what people know about you. Like just something small that you put on social media can let people know where you're at and let people know, where you live. So I mean, it's really scary when it's, people that are, I hate to use the word, but crazy enough to do something like this and kind of take advantage of you and, try to get inside your house. So I mean, thank goodness that they were safe, but that's the dangers of being, a public figure and being in the eyes of people and being such a, a prominent figure on social media. But, like I said, good thing that nothing happened, because it would be terrible to hear a situation where it went the other way.
Yeah, police were able to get there pretty fast. Once again, they're looking for a white SUV as well. Andrew, your thoughts here on Saquon Barkley? Good news, he's safe. He and his family, wife and kids there. That's rough.
Yeah, no, the fact that there were people in the home too, it's one thing to break. I mean, you'd never want anything to break in, but obviously there's an increased danger when somebody's in the house and they are in harm's way, right? I really am glad that nobody was harmed, but at the same time, too, Don is so right. Like there are so many different ways that you can get people's address. You may accidentally dox yourself. You have websites that basically post your information all the time. You have relatives that people can
If
get
you
to
stream,
Facebook. Yeah, if you stream, right? There are people on the internet that can see like 1/10 of the background and then figure out where you are, what part of your hearts are in,
Wow.
everything about that. So it's really scary to be a public figure at times, and these are some consequences that happen. Unfortunately, I
There's the
hope
white
that
SUV right there.
I hope that
Yeah.
players are able to get some type of security to make sure things like this don't happen, whether it be somebody to watch them all the time or fence gates, all the
Hmm.
sorts. But
Okay.
it's you need to make sure you have your memorabilia probably elsewhere to make sure they don't get that as well.
Well, just good news, man. I'm just happy that he and his family are safe, man, and hopefully they can find these guys. Once again, they're looking for a couple suspects, and that white SUV right there, we just showed it again. That's what they're looking for. Real quick, guys, we've got just a couple of minutes to go here in the show. Well, we talked about Chris Johnson, the formerly of the Titans and the Cardinals, with the ALS a few weeks ago. Now the Titans putting Chris Johnson in the Ring of Honor, and inside the old Nissan Stadium, and we'll be likely in the new Nissan Stadium as well when that comes online next year. I believe it's going to be against your Jets, Bordy, if I'm not mistaken, Andrew. September the 13th, first game of the season, Nashville. Titans hosting the Jets. Chris Johnson going in the Ring of Honor. Had, almost 8,000 yards rushing just for the Titans. And, of course, remember CJ2K, the 2,000 yards back in 2009. Dom, you're there in Nashville. How excited is the city, man, to have Chris Johnson go in the Ring of Honor?
I think my perspective is I think this is a little long overdue. They obviously had a great season, a great career with the Titans. And, obviously with his recent battles with ALS, they wanted to be quick with getting this done so that he was able to be there, and take place in the ceremony. But I think this is a big reason why we have to give people their flowers while they're here. You never really know what people are battling when they're at home by themselves or when they're in their own house and their own little bubble. But, I'm glad he's finally getting his long overdue due, and that hopefully, he'll really feel the love from the city of Nashville, because, his jersey's still everywhere when you go around Nashville. It's in it's in sports bars. It's everywhere. So, he's definitely will be a long-time pillar in the city of Nashville.
Andrew, about 30 seconds. Chris Johnson, Ring of Honor against your Jets. I'm sure you'll be watching that game.
Yeah, absolutely, especially because he's a former Jet as well, so it's apropos to have it, honestly, there as well. Like Dom said, I hate the fact that this is coming off the heels of a terrible illness, and this is an illness that can affect people in a very short amount of time. As I talked about last time that we talked about this subject, my aunt only lasted 6 months from diagnosis, so it can affect you very quickly. You can lose facilities quite quickly. So I like the fact that they're doing this as soon as possible, but we need to be doing this sooner because we never know how short life is.
Yeah, keep an eye on Chris Johnson. Of course, I did some stuff with him. We talked about a couple of weeks ago in Orlando. A couple of events, got to sit down with him and talk to him and chop it up with him. He's from the Central Florida area. But shout out to Chris Johnson. He's going to be inducted into the Titans Ring of Honor, Nissan Stadium, here September the 13th against the Jets. Keeping an eye on this Matt game. It is over. Our King of the Hill, Don, go ahead and mute yourself, buddy. Let's go ahead and talk to Don real quickly, man. Don, once again, man, it's pretty cllose there early on, and then it was like Speedy Gonzalez, man, just turned on the Jets there in that second quarter going into halftime, brother. How'd you get it done?
Pretty much, I feel like he was just trying to run the ball because, you got one of the best running backs in the game. So once you take that out of the equation, make them pass, and, things got dark for him.
He said things got dark. Dark 30. 0 dark 30 for our challenger. All right, we'll see Don next week. If you guys want to be like Don or AJ the Beast or any of those players, man, you can join us all online, ages 13 and up, win cash and other prizes. Weekly King of the format. You win, you stay on the six. Join us now, theisgshow.com/Madden. Theisgshow.com/Madden. We got plenty of swag for you. Merchandise store is open 24 hours a day exclusively. We got long sleeve tees. We got hoodies. We also have t-shirts as well. Get it now. 24 hours a day. It's open. theisgshow.com/shop. All right, man. This post-game show brought to our good friends at Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. They invented deep dish back in 1943, got their identity and their inspiration from the origins there in the Chi, Chicago. 100 locations in 20 states that serve more than pizza. They got pasta, steak, seafood, burgers, and more. Craft beers, great cocktails, and vegetarian dishes for you healthy nuts out there. Check them out online, unos.com. All right, let's go ahead and get out of here, man. For our guy, Don, Bumpy Don, our King of the Hill. We'll see him next week. He gets the win with the Raiders over the Eagles. Andrew Richam, she's a sports reporter. Peace up, A down. She's in the A-town. There's my guy, Dominic Daphne, former tight end in college at Iowa, also Indiana State, the Fighting Sycamores. The Larry Birds there. Played with 6 teams, Cardinals, Broncos, Packers, Colts, the Panthers, Buccaneers. We did it. That's the 3rd time I've done it with all 6 of them. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports. Thanks for watching here on the platforms of FTS Sports, Next Level Sports, Destination, Unbeaten Sports Channel, and ESTV. We'll see you guys next week. Enjoy. Training camp is here. We get to talk some National Football League. Have a good weekend, folks. Bye-bye.